Hey everybody, Matthew Freeman here with PowerFit Personal Training and Mathew Freeman Fitness. I talked a little bit a while ago about peaking and said I was going to do a blog post on it and talk about a couple ways that you could avoid peaking. And the number one way actually to avoid peaking, and let me digress for a second and explain what I mean by peaking. A lot of times, like, we get really geared up and we want to train for a marathon, and then right after the marathon, we just stop training completely. We've accomplished our goal, we trained for weeks, we did the marathon, and then that's it. No training thereafter. We stop for a long time until we set a new, big goal for ourselves to start training for. Or, I say we do P90X for 90 days and we finish the program and we're excited and we got results. But then right after the program, it's like the 90 days, now what? And you stop for like a couple weeks, 3 weeks, and it really gets hard to get momentum again to start your training process because you've achieved that goal, you've accomplished that goal, and there was no plan thereafter. So a couple ways to avoid a peaking fall off, what I like to call it, or a post-peak fall off, would be one, definitely have a plan. So when I did P90X first, I knew as soon as P90X was over, I was going to do a recovery week, and then I was going to go right into P90X Plus. When I finished P90X Plus, I was going to do another recovery week and go right into Insanity. I already had a plan for that post-climax, that finishing, that, you know, I'm done, I finished my 90 days, congratulations, now what? You know, you have to have a plan so when it happens, you don't have to think about what's next. You already know what's next and you can go right into it. Right now I'm training for a bodybuilding show in August, and based on the results of that show and how that show goes, I have 2 or 3 different roads that I will travel thereafter, and it takes a lot to compete and build up to that August show. So there's going to be a lot of work put in. The show is going to happen, and I'm going to be fatigued and tired and not really want to do much. So I have 2 or 3 different ways to continue to make sure that I'm still moving, continuing to stimulate the muscles and make sure I'm staying active in my fitness journey. The second one is to understand what peaking is in the manner of bringing our body to its top optimal physical condition, and then what lies thereafter. So we climb the mountain, we hit the top of the mountain, and then if you go down the backside, right, it's downhill from there in a sense, unless there's another mountain to peak up or walk up there soon. And that's the post plan. So you want another steep mountain to climb right after, and let's talk about that for a minute, because peaking is nothing other than like an athlete. They want to put their body in a peak physical condition right for the season, and then post, right after the season, they take a little bit of time off, but they get right back into their training to make sure that they maintain a level of physical conditioning so that when training camp comes back around, they can build up again to the season. And so their body is going through this type of training throughout, but it's by design. So definitely, depending on if you're a runner, a bodybuilder, general fitness, it doesn't matter really what your goals are. You have to understand taking your body to the peak physical level and then how to back off and maintain without falling off. All too often we just see people train really, really hard for something, achieve it, and then they stop. Ultimately, that can be hard on the body as well, because then when you start again, it's like restarting a train from a dead stop. And you have to get that train moving again, rather than slowing the train down, keeping it moving, and then when it's time to accelerate again, beginning to accelerate. So going from 0 to 60, getting to 60, backing off to 40, and then accelerating back to 60 is a lot better than decelerating all the way down to 0 and trying to get back to 60, if you will. So anyways, just a short quick clip on a couple ways to avoid having a fall off post accomplishment, post peak, post marathon, bodybuilding comp, 90-day P90X, general fitness, where you've achieved your goals, and then now what? You know, I've achieved my goals, I've got there, so I'm going to celebrate, and then our celebration turns into a couple weeks, and all of a sudden, oh man, I got the 5 pounds back, now I got to turn it up again. you don't want that to happen. You want to be able to go into a stage called maintenance, and then you need to get to the point where you can manipulate your body based on season, goals, strategy, what you're looking to do. So, and that comes with knowledge and time and experience. So, something I wrote on Facebook today, but I put, keep traveling. Enjoy the journey, because if you stopped every third of a mile, the scenery wouldn't look too different, and that's our fitness journey as well. We can't just stop and evaluate every single day the change that might have taken place. It's a lifelong journey. So, over time, evaluate, make sure you're going in the right direction, check in with yourself, do a mental check-in, but really work hard to, determine what your goals are, how you're going to get there, have a plan post-climax, post-peak, post-event, and then also really understand what it means and don't let off the accelerator too much. Just tone down and then ramp back up when necessary. So anyways, just a couple tips I wanted to throw out there. This video is already getting longer than I wanted it to be. Mathew Freeman with PowerFit Personal Training. You can contact me. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com, Mathew Freeman Fitness, / Mathew Freeman Fitness, or yeah, that's probably the best way, or MathewFreemanFitness.com. That's Mathew Freeman with 1 T in Matthew. So hope to hear from you guys soon. Hope you're having a great day and a good start to the week, and have a blessed day.